Greetings, guys! Back for some more of your Infinite, the crossover. The one show that combines a Skylanders vlog with a Disney's Infinity vlog. So, to start out today, I'm going to give you a little overview of what we're doing today. Today, as you can tell by the title of the episode, it's a pretty big day for Infinity news, but other than that, yeah. I'm going to be talking about a bunch of cool tech elements, and what paths and upgrades and tricks and tips on how to master using the tech element. Also, we'll be reviewing 2 Disney Infinity figures this time. It's probably going to be a pretty long episode, so just sit through it because it's going to be awesome. So first up, we're going to start out with some of our tech elements. First up, we got Trigger Happy. Everybody loves him. He came with the original Skylanders, the first game, which I actually own over there in my pile of games for the 360. Definitely the best upgrade. This is the Giants version. Definitely the best upgrade path to choose would probably be where he grabs the giant pot of gold and throws it. Definitely a very useful attack, although not the best aiming one. Also, he has his big machine gun where you can put it in all directions, but it moves pretty slowly. So that's another good one. It's just really slow. He has really good attacks. They just have a lot of debuffs to it, I guess. Like, his attacks are really good, but they all have something to make them very bad to use. So his only real good one is his charge up gun, where he can charge it up and then BAM! Everything is gone. So that's the one of his only real good attacks. His where he throws the bucket of gold is definitely a really nice attack, but it's just not the most accurate one. So remember that when using Trigger Happy. And remember, this is the Giants version, so it's got an extra upgrade. But other than that, that's really all I have to say about Trigger Happy. There's nothing really bad with him. It's just that his attacks have a very big chance of, missing, I guess. And it's really hard with things like where you've been charging up like for 50 hours and like, bam, you miss. It's one of those things where it's like, I guess, luck of the draw. So, Trigger Happy, almost but quite not being progressive. But whatever. So that's how Trigger Happy is, but let's move on to some of our Disney Infinity figures for the day. So I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking that this episode is going to be really big for Infinity news. So let's get started with Infinity right off the bat, right after we talk about Trigger Happy. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is Mike. He is Mike, right? I always get their 2 names confused. Sorry about that. Mike is one of those characters who doesn't really have that many, attacks that really do anything. His attacks don't do that much. He's like Sully. He has a good attack. He has one good attack, but then his other attack is semi-decent and doesn't even do that much. His scare attack just stuns the opponent for like a few seconds and is pretty much useless. So just give him an item like the paintball gun or the TP launcher. Just something other than its awful roller attack. His charge attack isn't that bad. It's actually similar to, I don't want to have to spoil it for you, but it's really similar to another Disney Infinity Figures moves and moveset. And I really don't like how it's almost a copycatted version of Mike. That's what I just really dislike about Mike as a Disney Infinity figure. So he's not a must-have Disney Infinity figure. He's just one of those Disney Infinity figures that are okay to have if you really want them. Their attacks aren't that good, so just give him an item like the paintball gun or TP launcher. And most importantly, this guy is a bad scarer. His scare attack doesn't do anything. So, if you want to complete your collection of all Disney Infinity figures, then definitely you need him, but he's definitely not a must-have figure because he's not even that good. And sometimes that eye actually kind of creeps me out. I don't know why. But whatever. Time to move on to our next Disney Infinity figure. So you Disney Infinity fans may not have liked last episode because it had so few Disney Infinity figures that I was reviewing. Well, this episode there are 2, which is really great because I'm a really big Disney Infinity fan. So much fun. Story modes are awful, but whatever. So, next up, as you can tell by the title of the video, I just got the Vanellope figure. Like, literally just to the day I'm filming this. It's that new to me. Her attacks are actually really good. I'm not even kidding. She doesn't really have that many attacks, but it doesn't really matter because it makes up for the fact that she can teleport, which not only works as a way to, like, say there was like this area that you couldn't get past because it was like if you double jumped you still couldn't make it. Just glitch past it. Yep. Just press Y. Bam. We're there. Also, it works double as a charge attack against enemies. I've been playing a lot of Vanellope today, and I cannot tell you how many times I have made a really cool way of outsmarting my opponent using, like when they charge at you, jumping, and then charging at them back. There is so many different ways you can outsmart your opponent with her, and the quotes are even funnier. Hey, genius, I'm over here. In your face, butt face. Actually, that second one, I don't know if she ever said that. I don't know, but something that I think is also cool is that they got the actual voice actors so that they could actually be in Disney Infinity. That's actually really neat, I must say. I'm actually very disappointed there's not a Wreck-It Ralph story mode, though. It's kind of like Frozen. They didn't even make a story mode for the Frozen just because it didn't come because it was new and not that many people have seen it yet. Personally, that's just stupid. But anyway, Vanellope, a very good figure to have. It's boss for the collectors. It's so much fun to use. The witty quotes are just nonsensical and just, you know what, fantastic. So, time to move on to some more Skylanders, because nobody can get enough of that. That's actually what about 99% of this show is about. So, let's move on to Skylanders, guys. Vanellope is getting bored. Alright, time for the next 2 Skylanders that I'm going to be talking about for the next episode. This episode. So, first up, we have this guy, Drill Sergeant. I know some people may call it Drill Sergeant, but I call it Sergeant. Spelled with an E, bro. Drill Sergeant is one of those Skylanders that is really good. It's just that some of his moves aren't as good as you think they would be. Kind of like Trigger Happy, except backwards. So, definitely when you're upgrading him, see this thing on the top? When you're upgrading him, upgrade so that you can get this part of him upgraded, so that you can get his third blaster so much more powerful, because that third blaster, it just really comes in handy sometimes during a fight. It's actually sometimes just amazing how many times your butt can be saved just from this little tiny robot. It's actually kind of amazing. Definitely, that's actually not an upgrade path, I don't think. Upgrade path to choose, definitely I would choose his rush attack. I don't remember exactly what it does, but I know that his rush attack is phenomenally powerful. Definitely want to upgrade. You have to pick his rush attack, because without the rush attack, Drill Sergeant is pretty much nothing. So, next up, Drobot. I love Drobot. He is one of my favorite Skylanders. He is my 3rd favorite Skylander. Oh wait, He's my second favorite Skylander, and he's my third most powerful Skylander. Number 2 would be Chop Chop, because he's like a level 16, I think, now. And T-Rex, he's level 18 right now because he's on Swap Force, but he's still 15 on Giants. So, also my number 1 favorite is Chop Chop, he's boss. So, Drillbot, when upgrading him, you should upgrade his, I have the Light Core version, by the way. So it's a Series 2 Light Core. So when upgrading him, I would definitely, without a doubt, choose the gear path, because upgrading his gears, usually, you just shoot one gear that does really good damage. It does pretty good damage. Then you can upgrade to one really powerful. Then you can make it bounce off the walls. That's actually really cool. Then you can make it more powerful and blow up when it gets to enemies to do even more damage. And then you can send out 3 at a time. It's just phenomenally powerful how guy this is. Even if you've only raised him to level 5, he could be your most powerful Skylander, beating a giant almost. Well, if that giant was level 1. But this is how powerful this guy can be. This little guy's amazing. He can fly. His afterburners are just so useful. That's not even being sarcastic. His afterburners are really useful. His eye lasers aren't his best attack, but it's definitely one to use. And he's probably one of the greatest Skylanders ever. So, time to move on to our next and final Skylander for the day. And so the final, not Pokemon, Skylander we are going to be talking about today is none other than the legendary Sprocket. Now the reason I chose Sprocket as the final one to show you guys today is because I want to tell you guys a little story. And it's not scary or anything, it's literally just a story that happened to me. So, I remember the day that I got my Sprocket very well. Very, very, very well. I remember it. I was at Toys R Us. I finally got my allowance for the week. I was torn between choosing between Hex and Sprocket. I put Sprocket on the demo thing, and I saw, oh my god, that is awesome. And so I chose Sprocket. So that's my little story. Her attacks are phenomenal. Some of her attacks are almost overpowered. It's almost weird in a sort of way how powerful it is. And so when you choose an upgrade path, I would definitely choose to upgrade the mines, because upgrading the mines is definitely a good idea. Although if you really want to get serious, upgrade. But I'm pretty sure that only works on Series 2 and this Series 2, right? Well, I guess it has to be. Wait, this is a new Series 2, so it doesn't work. Whatever. So, I hope you guys understand what I mean by almost overpowered. That's how powerful it is. My figure is almost broken on it, by the way. Her arm's like this. It's kind of funny, but so that is the final tech element I am going to be showing you today, and that will finish off today's episode. Do I have one more note? Her mines are OP. So that will finish off today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This series. I deeply enjoy your support. Thank you so much. It's just almost amazing to me just how somebody actually likes my videos and actually tries to waste some of their time in their day just to watch me. It feels amazing. Thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.